What's up, people? So today in this video I will give you guys my day 2 progression as well as some updates on the Atlas skill tree. Alright, so just a very quick one. I have actually, I wouldn't say completed, but nearly completed. I just left like tier 14 and 16s to actually complete my whole Atlas, and I am really rushing there because according to what I have heard, it seems like rushing for Eater of World Altar, right, is going to be a thing because you can actually get raw divine, like 100% guarantee raw divine orbs from the bosses, right, from Eater of World or either Saving Exarch altars. But obviously you want Eater of World because you have more chances to spawn the altars, right? So getting raw divine orbs is really crazy. So everybody is just trying to rush to there and do a very fast map, like, okay, not fast map, but maps that, you know, from the start all the way to the end, you can just kill every monster and hopefully you see one of the altar options that have divine orbs, right? Otherwise, the rest of the mods are actually very decent as well. I actually got one that has like triple orb of fusing drop, and I got tons of orb of fusing. I think it's really very nice and awesome. We will see how after that. Probably I'll just give another update video for this tomorrow. Okay, and as of now, I have reached level 90. My build is literally just the the low budget COC. Okay, so really nothing special over there. This round the life has improved quite significantly, so I'm at 4.7k. Completed my Uber, what is that, the Uber lab, so pretty easy for Uber lab, definitely, because I am focusing on Ice Spear. It is very easy to kill Izaro. Moving along, I think starting at T15 maps, right, I am starting to see like I wouldn't get one shot, but the mobs are actually starting to hit really very pain. So for those of you that's actually playing COC, I wouldn't say it is scary, it is dangerous, but you just need to watch out for monsters that poison, okay? Because our chaos resistance is really low. This is a low budget. I don't expect you to scale chaos resistance, so I think almost all the low budget builds is going to have this problem, and especially we are kind of like melee, we are melee. You have to really be careful of that. Okay, currency wise, I don't think that there is, I'm really farming a lot. I did a lot of Forbidden Sanctum, okay? I will say this in the third section. So yeah, this is my progression update for the build. Okay guys, and the next thing I want to talk about, right, is very important for those of you that are starting to map, like you are really chilling your way through. I have actually changed the skill trees for the League Start Atlas progression, okay? I have done a lot of searching. I have changed a bit of skill trees here and there on my own, and there are a lot of precautions to take, so I'm just going to go through one more time. The first one is basically your keyword and map progress, okay? This is, it is always there, okay? It's a no-brainer. You are definitely going to take the stickman like this. The only small changes is over here. Take 2 points so that we can save this 1 point. We don't really need to add it later. Technically, in the when you have more points, right, you will want to take shrine, and this smaller note here is going to help you with your maps a lot better than this 2% chance for one monster to drop maps, okay? So that is why the only changes is this, and this is always mandatory, like no questions asked, okay? You have to go here for you to progress your map much easier. Okay, so this is the first checkpoint, and then your second checkpoint, you're straight going into shrine already. Okay, straight going into shrine, which is taking a supplications and then moving up into drawn to power plus syncretism. The reason why Harbinger was dropped is I have experienced this problem. The first problem is Harbinger takes too long. Okay, you literally have to stand there and wait for the Harbinger to summon all of the monsters before it actually die. and you have to load it up a lot of shards and stuff like that. Apparently the fracture shards are extremely rare. Honestly, I don't even know if they actually drop from Harbinger or not. Okay, it's like I have done all of the maps from the start all the way until tier 15 maps. I have cleared every single Harbinger and I haven't seen a single fracture shard. So I might be wrong, maybe fracture shard doesn't drop for Harbinger, but I doubt so. It should be. Okay, and yeah, if you see a King Harbinger, your encounter duration is going to take even longer than a normal Harbinger. And not only that, King Harbinger is very dangerous when he throws those lightning balls and summon all the underlings, right? They are very painful, especially in a narrow passage or a narrow walkway. It's very, very hard to kill all of them and be safe at the same time. Right? I think I died twice in a narrow walkway, and that actually bring me to realize that it is really very dangerous. And with the improvements to the current raw currency drop pool, right, and the rare monster actually drop more currency now, I feel there isn't a need for the Harbinger anymore. I am getting way more alchemy orbs than I should have taken from the Harbinger. So if the only reason why the Harbinger was inside is because of all Horizon and what is that, alchemy orb. But when I progressed my map atlas, I realized I don't actually use a lot of Orb of Horizon. Right? I don't really use a lot. You just need to rely solely on the tier improvements. If you are really stuck somewhere, just go and do some connecting maps. From there, 1 to 2, you should probably get the map already. It's really very easy. Okay? So yeah, if you don't need all Horizon, if you don't need all Alchemy, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having a Harbinger already, right? So that's why Harbinger was removed. And after that, I realized that Legion is really, really very good. Okay, so Legion, your first checkpoint progression is basically just having 20% chance to have Legion. I think it's 20% chance. Is it 20% chance? Let me find my Legion. Sorry, 22% chance. Okay, so it's over here. Your maps have 22% chance to encounter a Legion, and this is where you're gonna start seeing Legion. So you might not clear everything at once, but this is the starting point. And this point, right, is probably at yellow maps. Okay, around yellow maps, starting on yellow maps. And the next one is basically you are going to work towards your way to the right side. Okay, just branch out all the way to the right side over here. Okay, this Legion node, protracted battle and chain of command. Just take the whole entire thing. Alright. The reason is when you encounter a Legion, most likely your build or your current build standards, you are not able to clear all of them, and sometimes you might even miss those important ones. Like if you suddenly see chest that has maps or currency and you do not have enough time, you are probably not going to profit or gain anything from it, right? So this is where this node comes in, and I have actually encountered a few legions that actually drop maps, and this is very, very, very useful for my progression. Not only does it drop maps, it also drops currency, your alchemy orb, chaos orb, and other stuff like that. And of course, your protracted battle is going to make legion monsters take 50% more increased damage. Okay, so yeah, this is really very important. So once you are here onwards, right, almost every one of your map that is going to progress or scale upwards is going to be very easy. Okay, and then the rest of them, right, basically your third part of the Legion over here, your checkpoint 5, this is the Legion part 3, are just basically going to juice your Legion up, right? Since you're already doing Legion, myself just juice them up, more encounters, alright, and then just for timeless splinters to drop timeless emblems, I do get them. Okay, it is possible because the amount of splinters you're gonna get is so much, the chance of you getting the full emblem is also a lot, right? And then of course you want to have Marrakech over here, and then 10% chance for Legion to encounter Warhawk with more rewards, general and double generals, and basically the new node over here. Okay, so this new node you're probably gonna add it last, which is basically your Legion chest in maps contain additional reward. So you can have maps and currency, something like that, for example, right? And then it can, like the splinters, right, in the chest, right, they can be duplicated as well. So it's really quite insane. And the duplication can also become a full emblem. So that's why it's really, really, really very good. Okay, so once you are done with Legion, probably at this stage you are already going to hit red maps already. Okay, we are excluding this we are excluding the unique maps. Alright, so just normal red maps, you should be somewhere around there, early stages of the red maps, or maybe around tier 14, right? And then this is where you start to add stream of consciousness. Okay, stream of consciousness maybe basically just makes you have 50% more chance to have extra content. And what you want to do is you want to block out every single thing and only leave Legion open. Okay, for me, I decided that contracts is also actually very good at the start, so I'm going to leave straight and narrow over here. Just pick up deception contracts. Okay, blueprints you want, you can just pick every one of them. Blueprints is not going to appear very often, but contracts only pick deception. Perception and counter therma, yes, they are valuable, but not very, there's not a lot of currency in it. So when you're selling in bulk, it's very hard to find a really good seller that wants to buy every single one of them. Okay, so the whole purpose of this is basically just to block out everything. You're not going to do any other contents, not even delirium. When I see a mirror of delirium, I'm not even going to go through. When I see harvest, I don't even do them now, because it is not as good and you did not invest into harvest nodes. So it's not as effective as Legion, right? So stream of consciousness, and once you add this, right, I can tell you almost every of your map you are going to see one Legion. Okay, almost, because just by adding the Legion nodes itself, you already have 56% chance to encounter a Legion. So that's like every 2 map you see a Legion. That's really very good, man. And of course, Legion is very straightforward. You don't have to think, you don't really have to see. You just need to click and kill everything around it, right? So simple, straightforward. And the last one, right, is Eater of Worlds. So why add the Eater of Worlds right now? Our usual, the Keystone Eldritch Gaze, your Rampant Growth, and your Shadow Hunger for your altar, right? So why do you add this over here only now? The reason is when you encounter Eater of Worlds as a quest, the quest line, right, you actually can only do one map, one tier of Eater of Worlds, and then you cannot proc it after that already. Right, so that means if you need to do Eater of Worlds maps with tier 12, you can only do that one tier 12 map, and the next one is going to be tier 14. Right, so you cannot do another tier 12 map with the old Eater of Worlds, what is that, the weakness or something like that you have to click. You are not able to, and that is why you don't do it in the early game, you do it after that. So once you have done it after that, I assume when you already add all this, you should already be finishing your map atlas, and you should actually get the Eater of Worlds invitation. Right, so once you clear it, this is where it effectively comes in. You can choose not to respec first. You can choose to continue farming with this tree. I am pretty sure it is going to be decently good as well. Okay, so yes, there's one point over here, but come on, just ignore it. It's just 1 point, right? I don't want to trouble to actually respec or stuff like that. It is much easier because in the early stages we really need this line to go to protracted battle for the increased duration and increased damage. Right, so this is roughly how it is. Oh yes, one more thing. I have removed Betrayer because as in June missions, because you really don't encounter them a lot at the start. Okay, a lot of it is rely on RNG when you go in and you have a master mission and you are hoping that the master mission is June. which is a lot of RNG involved, and I feel it is not reasonable to take so many notes for it. So if you actually have June master missions, right, you can just use it and try your luck to unlock as many of the benchcraft as you can along the way. It doesn't have to be you don't really need the notes to add in, because even if you add the notes in, right, there is no guarantee that you're going to get extra unveiled item. There's no guarantee that you're going to get extra companion for the syndicate members. So yep, June missions removed. And then the next one was expedition. Some of you might be asking, is that expedition super good or very good? Like, it's very profiting, right? So why do you remove it? The whole purpose is really because that your expedition is not going to give you money until you reach probably red tier maps, okay? Let's say tier 14, tier 13 onwards, 13, 14, 15, 16, those tier. When you get a logbook with those, that is where the real money rolls in. Okay, your Black Scythe, your Sun logbooks, they're going to cost 40C, 60C and stuff like that. But anything lower than that, the price of the logbooks is very cheap. It's probably about 19C only. Okay, and you might have problems encountering it. So the expeditions purely just give you raw currency, as in you sell it for chaos orb, whereas the Legion gives you a lot of variety of stuffs. Raw currency, map incubators, what else is there? There's essence also, sometimes scarabs and stuff like that. So the variety is really a lot, and it not only gives you currency input, but it also helps you progress your map at the same time. Right, so that's why Legion is much better. Okay, and yep, that is about it. Right, I am going to tell you roughly what I have gone through with the Forbidden Sanctum. Okay, so the Forbidden Sanctum, I'm just going to tell you guys what I know and what I feel is the best. Right, so first of all is your relics, okay? You're going to get relics along the way after you kill bosses or when you meet merchants. Alright, for now, like this is how my archive is. Oh, I can't open up my relics, okay. Like I already have a lot, probably I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relics stack up. Alright, so these 5 relics, right, have all of these effects here, and the first one I can tell you is what is the most important, I feel, alright, in my own opinion, is the inspiration. Gain so and so inspiration at the start of the Sanctum. Alright, I have 3 items that has this, so 1 item adds about 30 plus. And this is super important. Just treat inspiration as energy shield for your character, alright? It is like energy shield, it replenishes every time you start a Sanctum room, alright? So these inspirations, right, is actually kind of like what is that? Insurance meter for you, so that your resolutions, your resolve does not go down. Your resolve is basically your effective life point inside this Sanctum. Okay, so that's why the inspiration is very important, because every time you go in the room, no matter what, somehow you're still gonna take damage for sure. Alright, it is very hard to dodge every single thing. Maybe at the first floor it is still okay, but once you progress more and more, it is really very hard, and this inspiration is gonna save you a lot of resolve. So first and foremost, most important, whatever relics you get that has this gain so and so inspiration at the start of Sanctum, just throw it in. Okay, the next one I would say is the most important, is probably the gain the number of Aureus, I don't know how to pronounce, Aureus coins at the start of the Sanctum. Okay, when you progress, right, you have a lot of downsides, and a lot of downsides also include reducing these coins. Okay, like when you take resolve or when you take damage, you minus 30 coin, 20 coin. When you finish a room, you minus 30 coin. So there's a lot of things that help you reduce coins, and to me, I felt that the coins is very redundant if you're just gonna pick it up on your own. It's so pathetic. Like 4, 9, 8 max per monster, or the mini boss that you kill, or even the treasure chest. So it's really bad, and this kind of things, right, like you give this gain 78 auras coins that you see now is actually one item only. Okay, so when you have like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms, right? This is gonna give you like 560 coins already. That's enough to for you to purchase probably 2 things at the merchant there. Okay, so it's really very important. Next is when you actually do, okay, so let me just do one of them now. What is good? Oh my god, all of them are trash. Okay, never mind, let's do this. Okay, what I want to show you is basically the rewards at the end. Oh, this is easy. See? So I got hit over there, and the inspiration saved me from my damage from the resolve. So that's why it is really important, guys. Yeah, look at the number of coins that I get from them. It's so pathetic. It's like 10 only, 5, and then I still have to open the Templar catch. Let's see how much the Templar catch give. Okay, 9. It's really very little. Like if you add up all of them, yes, it's really a lot, but the effort for it is really quite problematic. Okay, so yes, this is the offer that you usually get at the end of the room, right? So there is one that we see right now, end of the floor and completing the Sanctum. Guys, there is a total of 8 floors in the Sanctum. This last choice, I highly do not recommend it. Okay, because it is nearly impossible for you in the low and mid budget to actually complete the whole entire Sanctum. 8 floors, it is very hard. Okay, imagine there is 8 rooms. 8 floors is like, you need to do 64 maps. Okay, you gotta judge yourself if it's worth it. So this end of the floor is basically once you complete the whole entire can I actually see it? No, just now I show you that there's a lot of paths, right, with the room. So basically you complete one floor, you will get whatever reward that you stack over here, and this is basically your take now. Okay, so I will take the alchemy, and this is what exactly I'm just trying to say. There is a lot of rewards here, also a lot of alchemy, and I will actually never run out, right? So yeah, this is roughly how it is for the Forbidden Sanctum. Just do not take the last option. Okay, that comes to the end of this video. So if you have any questions, do join the Discord and I will try to answer your questions. And if you like my video, do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye!